3BC.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 3BC. This is your girl, Joy. And this is the For the Culture episode with Whitney McClain, singer-songwriter Whitney McClain. And I have my 3BCs here, Chloe, Casey, the Alchemist, and B. Randy is joining us today. What's up, ladies?
What's up?
Hey,
Hello.
Hi. And welcome. Welcome, Whitney.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today. We want to talk to you about your music, and then there's some other stuff going on. You got other stuff going on. A wig collection, I heard. You cook. You got a lot going on. So we want to talk about all of it. And For the Culture really celebrate is literally what it is. We like to celebrate people that are enriching our culture and bringing good stuff to the culture and uplifting our culture as Black folks in particular. So welcome. Let's talk about the music. Portland's not really known for soul. So what's up with that?
But I'm from Salem, so maybe there's a little bit more soul in the water.
Sorry. Wait a minute. You're in Portland now, right? You're in Portland now, but you're from Salem.
No, I'm actually in Salem at my parents' house, hiding away.
Okay.
During the quarantine. Yeah.
Okay. I think Fiona said you were in Portland and the musicians were in LA, maybe. That's where I'm getting Portland from.
My uncle did a lot of music in Portland, my manager. I don't know if he talked to you guys about that or anything. But yeah, no, I feel like I come by soul music, honestly, and I grew up listening to a lot of just old school music. My parents were always playing it when I was younger, and I just soaked it all in.
Your uncle, is he the only one in your family that was a musician before you?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you learn to play any instruments?
I attempted to. I played piano for a little bit, but it takes a lot of discipline, and I ended up kind of just throwing that to the side.
Look, I get that. I
joined the crowd.
Lesson for about 5 minutes, and I was like, not for me.
I know, and it's like I learned some good. Like I learned a couple of my songs, and then I've forgotten them how to play them already. I'm like, this is not doing me any good. I should have just stuck with it.
But your voice is so beautiful. I was listening to Good with Pain, and I actually, for a second, was taken to a space with Amy Winehouse. I know she was one of your influences, and I've heard a lot of the covers of her that you did. Matter of fact, of your Amy Winehouse covers, Back to Black is my favorite.
Thank you.
You have the same ability that she had to tap into the pain that you're feeling and then take the listener on your journey and their personal journey at the same time. And I just thought that was so beautiful. And then you got Nothing Left. Nothing Left, I'm sorry, is probably my number one favorite. Because, girl, you was like, do you even want me? It's like, how many times have we been in a bad, toxic relationship and felt that way? Like, bruh, do you even want me?
Mm-hmm. Man, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I was in a space.
So was this about a particular relationship or just tapping into different relationships or different experiences?
Well,
you don't have to name yet.
Oh, I might. No, I'm just kidding.
We provide free therapy for all. Feel free.
With the song Nothing Left, my cousin actually wrote it. That was like one of the first songs that I kind of listened to, aside from when I first went in the studio and did my first records. But he showed it to me, and I just really connected with it because I was in a pretty bad relationship in the past, and it was just, I had to have the strength to move on. I was like just stuck in a soul tie with that. And then with Good with Pain, it kind of same kind of thing. I was just in that situation, and I just wanted to give it all I could. I used to say to the guy, I was like, I would just go live in a tent with you on the street if that means we could be together. Like, I was really, really deep in it. So those come from real experiences.
I want to say to you, keep living. Keep living. You push through that and then keep living, and it will be exponentially better. I mean, not that dating is easy. I'm not saying that, because we are all like, oh my God. But your ability to turn it off, to cut and run, to make a hard cut, it becomes easier as you get older, especially when you round the bend to 40. You can hard cut so fast and not even look back. Believe me trust me when I tell you. Believe me, it gets easier to excise the toxic stuff out of your life.
Yeah,
Believe
I feel
me.
like at some point it's just like you like, I feel like when I ended the relationship before the one that I'm in now, it was like after that and trying to date, like I couldn't even like find myself dating anyone for like about like a year and a half, because it was just like I would see toxic trait after toxic trait in people, and I'm like, nope, not gonna do that. So
Yeah.
I definitely have to agree. Like, I'm happy that it's a lot easier now.
And good for you, though. And then I do, like Casey said, I hear the influence of Amy Winehouse in your song, and in the way the music is arranged as well. Like all those other girls. I thought about Duffy as well too. Duffy hasn't put out any music lately, I don't think, but it made me think about Duffy's arrangements, the music, as well. It's kind of Brit pop or Brit soul. And I connected to that as well, because I was really into all, like Amy Winehouse, Duffy, Adele, and all of those people, and now Sam Smith too. And I know we catch a little hell about Blue Eyed Soul, but I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's really good music. So good music is good music is good music, and I hear that influence in there too, and it sounds great.
Yeah, I agree
And
for sure.
And I'd like to add to Joy's compliment to you that I just like how your voice surprises us. I mean, you sound very mellow, and then all of a sudden you come through as a force. And I really enjoyed that about your music, and I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you.
B. Randy,
Yes, I
what
do
you got
have
going?
I got a question for you, ma'am. It's what's your creative process? What gets the juices flowing for you when you're writing a song or singing? How does it start out for you?
Well, I usually like to have the track first, and I just kind of listen to the song, and I sometimes it's coming up with different words that I just think of when I'm listening to the song. And I usually write with my fiance or someone else. And we just come up with like different ideas and concepts. And then there'll be some days where I'm just, just going around the house, walking around, thinking of stuff, start singing a tune, and then it generally turns into a worship song. I start like praising and worshiping the Lord. But yeah, so it's a combination of different things. So prayer too, like I'll pray when I'm trying to come up with a song. But yeah.
Okay, that sounds real interesting. I was curious about, the musician's creative process. This is my first time getting to ask these questions, so I was really curious about that.
I want to ask you a follow-up question about that. Do you think you'll do an inspirational gospel album?
I've considered doing some songs here and there, but it really just kind of depends on what comes over me. But I definitely, especially in all my music, I just want to make sure that it's, in line with God and stuff like that.
Were you singing in the church?
I was for a minute. Yeah.
I was curious about that because a lot, particularly soul singers, just people start singing in the church, and whether they can sing or not, you just so happen to be one of the ones that can't sing in the church. I mean, the church is probably the easiest, most friendly audience you can get because they're gonna be like, "Sing, baby," regardless. You know.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
fortunately,
depending on the church.
so fortunately, your talent helps you float to the top. But I want to talk about your other stuff too. Your wig collection. I saw a bunch of different hairstyles. So I was wondering, is that your wig collection too?
Oh yeah. Oh man. I've just acquired so many because honestly, growing up, I'm mixed. Clearly, my mom didn't really know how to do my hair, so I would just like ask like, Mom, I want straight hair. Like I would see, like, you know, girls do all these things in the movies, or I wanted like box braids, and she's like, no, you can't do that. Like for some reason, she said my hairdresser said it would break it off. I don't know. But anyway, so I just felt like I never really got to change my hair or express myself through that. And so when I got into college, my best friend, she's like, oh, you need to be like, you know, trying to weave. So I did the weave thing. And then I got into wigs, and I've just had an obsession ever since.
Oh wow! Well, I mean, there's some good wigs on there. I do like them.
And I will be checking them out because you are looking at the wig connoisseur
that one
of the group.
Yeah.
You know, I love a good wig.
Your video Fireplace was given a whole lot of Donna Summer, Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
Is that from your collection?
Yes, it is.
Because I might do that.
Yeah. Hey, if you need the link, I send it to you. Oh no.
Yes, girl,
Do you
I
make
will rock it.
No, I attempted, and same thing kind of with the piano. I tried to watch a YouTube video, and I'm like, I'm not getting this. This is not working.
So where
Nice.
would we go find one of your wigs if we wanted to purchase a wig?
Well, I get a lot of mine off of Diva Dress, believe it or not, and a lot of them are actually synthetic. But you know, if there's a specific wig, I'm starting to try to post my wigs more. But I should definitely put like the links and stuff in it to where people can get it. But I get a lot of them on Diva Dress, but I always make sure to watch YouTube reviews because it really like shows. I don't know if you guys have been on those wig sites, but I feel like sometimes it's just hard to tell what they look like.
Right. And they tell you how to style them too. How to cut them, how to style them, all of that. I'm with you. And I do go to that same website as well and order them. So.
Yeah. So Diva Trust, Ebony Line.
Ebony Line was my second one.
I do, and I want to ask before we wrap up. I do want to ask about your cooking. Now we're Southern gals, so we want to know what you're cooking because we're Southern, so we're judging you ahead of time. I'm just gonna tell you.
I was gonna say, please, you have every right to judge. Lately, okay, so I've been on this cleanse because I was eating too much sugar and junk during quarantine. So I've been on this hardcore cleanse. And I have been cooking kale and garlic and a lot of chicken. My boyfriend and I made some jerk wings the other night. They were actually really good. Salmon, eggs. My diet has been very limited.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, not too much judgment. That all sounds decent. That all sounds. So what else should we know about the album and the music and what's next?
Well, you know, I guess I just hope that people listen to it. And I really, you know, when I make my music, I want it to be therapeutic for people, just like how music has been for me. So that's kind of my goal. And upcoming, I'm just working on songs right now, different kind of flavor, maybe a little bit of a different message, but yeah, just stay tuned.
So tell us once more the name of the album, and it's on all streaming platforms?
Yes, it is. It's called Letters from a Broken Heart.
Okay, so that's Whitney McClain, everybody. Check out Letters from a Broken Heart. We played a little bit of the music in the intro, and we talked a lot about the music too. Very Brit Soul, Amy Winehouse-esque, but her own, very own flavor.
3BC, recorded at Kudzukian Studios, directed, produced, and distributed by Kudzukian.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/3BC.